Alright, y'all, so you already know what time it is. I'm back again with another video. Yo, this month of November, I'm feeling amazing right now. A couple of things to be aware of while you're on the journey, to continue the journey and to make sure that, you have, I would say, I don't know if I necessarily believe in good karma or karma itself, but I believe in, what you put out into the universe, you'll get back, the type of energy or intentions. Um, Believe it or not, even though this is a beautiful, messed up, sideways matrix, you can still thrive. You can thrive easily. You just have to, number one, value your energy, value yourself, have some self respect. I'm a definitely keep saying that because, again, man, sometimes we get into situations, whether it's school or work, where we just like being humble, is like the one thing we just revert to, you feel me? Which is nothing wrong with being humble. But there's a difference between being humble and having respect for yourself and standing up for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Whatever situation you might be in. Closed mouths don't get fed, okay? But also sometimes if you talk too much, things could go sideways. Um, which is crazy. I know that for a fact because I'm a Gemini. And speaking of Gemini, on my second channel, of course, like I said, it's not that I wanted to wait until November, but basically it's November now. I'm gonna be dropping my zodiac video, so y'all stay tuned for that. I know it's a bunch of y'all, a good amount of y'all that don't care about the zodiacs or anything like that, so it's cool. I get it, but yeah, outside of that, though, like within the patterns and cycles of what we go through every single day, there will always be ups and downs. It really depends on how you react to these, to the shift and change of life. Um, there's times, I'm not gonna lie, like me personally, like when I go through things, I always come up with these thoughts that are like not the best. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it 1,000. And these thoughts are, it's almost like like put it like this, like there's been times where life has happened to me, and then I wonder why, like why am I still here? I always ask that, like why am I still here? Am I here to deal with disappointment, or am I here to deal with people? It's like me opening up to people, and constantly people going in and out of my life, based on there's something that they don't like about me, or whatever the case is. I always wonder, why? What is my purpose here? you know and when you really ask yourself that, you for one, you do find out what the answer is, and it's not just one simple answer. You feel me? It's a combination of reasons as to why I'm here. Obviously I have a purpose based on the events that has happened recently to me. I've been able to use my, I would call it my the infinite intelligence that we all have. Everybody can tap into it. It's not just me. But like I've been able to use my intelligence and still govern my emotions in a way where I'm still heading in I would say in the right direction as far as raising my vibrations. Even though life is crazy, even though life is still giving me the same BS, disappointment, um, people failing me in life. And not to say that they were supposed to do something for me, because I'm not the type of person to feel entitled. But at the same time, I put myself in situations and I'm expecting people to perform, or I'm expecting people to, match my energy. Especially when they, in the beginning, they try to, say, hey, I feel like we're a good match, XYZ. And then when we get knee deep into it, a year or two into it, it's, if that long, it really doesn't pan out. So I always wonder, I'm like, you know what? um, I had a conversation with somebody who is, very close to me. And it was a good conversation. Low key, I ain't gonna lie. It was like one of those conversations where, like, and this is why it's very important to, um, to always, I would say, like, always, like, be open to have, a few female friends, I would say, that won't judge you, whatever you've been through or not. But, like, if you have a few female friends and then you can talk to type shit, like, not on no sexual shit either. Like, take that out the picture for real. You have to be mature about this. But yeah, my female friend, we had a conversation, and it was weird because she had said some shit, and the shit brought me to tears. I'm just like, damn, bro, that was like some real shit she said. You know, I'm not gonna go into details of what she said, but you know, it just put me in a better vibration. You know what I'm saying? As far as realizing that I have to take responsibility. You know, I have to take when I say take responsibility, take responsibility for my actions, for me putting myself in that situation. Um, dealing with a female, or a situation where I thought it was gonna work out, but no, I knew damn well within my soul that, like, nigga, like, this is not what I'm about to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we feel like the connection is so cool, and the connection and everything's gonna work, and then but if you got a big ego and she got a big ego, then y'all gonna clash. It's gonna happen. So yeah, bro. I mean, based on just like what and again, this is not so much. This video is not even so much about like retention so much. I mean, it is, but it's really not. Um, this is just more so about like valuing your energy when you are going through life. If you don't happen to have a partner or whatnot, it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Being outside, being single. But there's a lot of options out there. But for me, I know the reason why situations really don't work out for me, and that's because like I said, I have an ultimate purpose, and you can't rush greatness, bro. You cannot rush greatness. There's certain things that I am going to accomplish before I consider myself to be in a full-blown serious relationship. Again, I could be talking to females, or I could be having like different options, but even with, it's like at this point, y'all know what the game is. The game is the same, bro. The players just change. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on myself, man. Redirect that energy to me and getting this bread and grinding. And you know what happens when you focus on yourself. Everything just seems to pan out and work in your favor. People will want to be a part of your life. Now, one thing I should say is don't allow people to stay in your life if those types of people are toxic. If they, let's say, pretty much, if you're on retention, for real, and you really, taking care of yourself, going within, being high vibrational, doing what you got to do. A lot of women find you attractive. A lot of women want to have sex with you, for real. Like, they ain't gonna say it straight up, but they want a guy who's not outside. I mean, who's basically not outside. Basically, not going around fucking a lot of bitches and shit. And sometimes, bro, it's like, yeah, that's a good thing. And then, yeah, you might get a female that wants to fuck with you. But I'm gonna keep it a bean. That's the only thing she's gonna want from you. Especially if you're good at it, that's the only thing she's gonna want. Yeah, from time to time, yeah, you gotta have like some type of emotional connection and everything like that. But majority of the time, it's just they just want your sexual energy. I know for sure, like, when a guy has been holding on to the seed type shit, like with a woman, when they come in contact, when they come in contact with a woman, I would say the chemistry, everything is a little bit different, bro. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more intense. Um, I know from experience because every time what I'm saying, when I'm on a high streak and I'm around a female, it's very intense. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little extra smoother for some reason. I don't know. I just know what to say. I know how to touch her. I know how to vibe. I know how to get her to come to me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that, bro. When you in your energy and you vibing, like that's just what's gonna happen. But you got to be careful. Don't allow women to have access to that energy if they not, number one, reciprocating, number two, not being real with you, and number three, if they feel like, oh, there's something wrong with you, you need to change, da da da, XYZ, but they still want to fuck with you, you gotta question why do they still want to fuck with you. Like if I'm this bad of a person, you know, why, what is it about me? You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of that, Be aware of your sexual energy. It's very valuable. Trust and believe. The less you are willing to go out and give it out, the more valuable it becomes, and more women will want that. You know what I'm saying? Because it becomes sacred. Now, again, bro, not every situation is like that. As far as like if you dealing with a woman, majority of the time though, in today's day and age, based on just the situations and the variables of your situation, most of the time that's what it is. And not only just that, but also like trauma bonding and shit like that. All that's a real thing. I'm like, even though that's like Gen Z, like new terms and shit, trauma bonding and gaslighting and all that other bullshit. But I like to just call that shit like toxic or low vibrational energy. Like, um, it's not a fun thing to be a part of, bro. Sometimes people will justify toxic behavior as, oh, I'm just trying to address something, when really, like, nah, it's actually toxic. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really want to address something, you would be open to hear one's point of view instead of saying one's point of view is bullshit. You feel me? So, again, bro, it's a lot of things that we go through, a lot of situations that happen, and for the most part, everybody's gonna always feel like, oh, they're in the right, or they have to take up for themselves. So with me, I just overstand shit, and I just move forward, and I just value my energy a little bit more. I let my energy speak for itself and just keep it moving. But yeah, outside of that, shit, that's the female nature, man. I don't want to I'm not going to be talking too much on this subject like that. I don't want to give it too much light, because I also want to say, like, there is still hope. As far as, even though like the female nature can be dark, when it comes to just reality, people wake up and change every day. Every day they have the right to. They have the right to wake up in the morning and make a decision. Hey, I don't want to do this no more, or hey, I want to move on. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's you got free will, right? Just don't allow yourself to get fully engulfed in what somebody got going on. If you know damn well in your heart that you was a good person, you was a solid person, you did what you had to do, but it still wasn't enough. Hey, you deserve better. Okay, you deserve better. Now I know I deserve better as well. You feel me? Like, I know damn well. I think it's just certain things that, like, I realized, and I'm just gonna move a little bit smarter with. So without saying too much, but MGT, what it do? It's your boy Moody, Starr, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do. Maybe become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk here in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within it, being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Intro for the outro. Yo, I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video. Y'all have a good day. Let's get this bread. Stay consistent. Much love. Peace.